Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening now. It's evening now on the East Coast. Um, how y'all doing? This is Eric McKinley from the blank spot. See if I can get there she is. Come on in here. Come on in here. So it's Eric and D, or D and Eric from the blank spot. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope y'all had a wonderful day. Hope you still having a wonderful day. Um, Want to thank everybody who came out to shop with us today. Y'all
Thanks,
know
everybody.
on Saturdays we open from 10 to 4, so we had a lot of traffic today. So appreciate everybody who came out to shop, and I always say I appreciate everybody who's working their business. So let me see, what do I want to talk about? I was talking the other day. We were supposed to get on yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to get on yesterday. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this before because we have a class in less than an hour. So heads up, if you haven't registered for the class, it's the Photoshop.
101. We're gonna be our instructor is gonna be showing everybody the basic tools and how to create a t-shirt design in Photoshop. So I'm excited about that.
So if you haven't registered for the Photoshop class, there is time to do so. There's still time. And just so you know, if you're thinking that, hey, you know what, I don't have time to sit in front of a live class, the ladies are going to set it up to where you'll be able to go back and look at the information at your own pace. Right. So even if you don't sign up and see the live, or even if you sign up and miss the live, you still have opportunity to go back and get the information. So I think it's a great opportunity to do some professional development, some personal development to actually grow your business. So, and just stay on the lookout. Be on the lookout on our academy. We'll be having classes, having classes on a regular basis, so you can get on there and you can actually log in, register, and all that good stuff. And you have access to the classes. So, I ain't not here to beat anybody up. Just wanted to kind of talk about some things as far as being a business owner versus being a consumer. We were all, I think, for the majority of us, we were all groomed. I think that's a good word. We were groomed to be consumers. And as a consumer, we taught to save. If we want to buy something, make a major purchase, we're taught to save our money up. If we want to buy a car, we save the money so we can buy. If we want to buy a house, we save the money so we can buy. If we want to go on vacation, we save the money up so we can buy. That's a consumer. And most consumers have jobs. Nothing against the job. Be thankful for your job, but just don't be satisfied. I want you to understand something though about a job. A job and a salary is the bribe that people pay us to forget about our dreams. But nevertheless, as consumers, we're taught to save so we can buy, save up so we can spend. As a business owner, we're wired differently, or at least we should be wired differently. As a business owner, we learned and we're educated, we're mentored, we're coached, and we're groomed, hopefully, to invest money so we can make more money. We invest money into our businesses. We invest money into our investment accounts. We invest money into our lives so we can make more money. And then it may not sound so sexy. It may not sound so appealing. But it's a difference between saving money up for a specific reason so you can spend it, and acquiring money or creating different ideas or using intellectual property or an idea that you may have had to create wealth. All right, to create wealth. And what I'm seeing is, and it's not specific to any one specific person, but over the last couple of years since we've been in business, what I've been seeing is that it's very challenging, it's very difficult to encourage a consumer mindset that wants to be a business owner. See, we can't be successful business owners going into it with the consumer mindset. There's nothing wrong with making great financial decisions. There's nothing wrong with making great financial choices, but there's a difference between being cheap and inexpensive. Somebody who's cheap, my dad always used to tell me this, somebody who's cheap, imagine there's a carpenter out there and they're real cheap, right? And they measure once, but because they only measured once, they measured wrong. So they have to cut twice. And if they have to cut twice, ultimately, eventually, what's going to happen is you're going to have to go back to the store and get more supplies. Well, a wise person told me that you should always measure twice. So now you can end up cutting once, and you save when you measure twice. Well, there's a lot of individuals that come out and they decided they want to be business owners for one other reason. They decided they want to be business owners, but they never really get into business. Mm-hmm. They may start a business, they may start an idea, they may get started, but they never really get started.
Right.
And it's a lot of people that really don't understand business because they go into it with an employee mindset. They go into it with an employee mindset. So a couple of facts. Back in 2019, before the pandemic, there were about 770,000 or so small businesses that were started. Okay, a little over 770,000 businesses were started in 2019. When the pandemic hit, you think that would have slowed people down from starting businesses, but instead, 824 or 25,000 businesses were started in 2020, right smack dab in the middle of a pandemic. As a matter of fact, we started, we rebranded our business, one of our businesses, in January of 2020. Mm-hmm. And 2 months later, we had to shut the doors to our office because we couldn't have anybody in here. But that didn't stop us from working our business.
Right. We continue.
We continue to work our business. We continue to work from home. We continue to work as we needed to work. And I think what's happening is there's a lot of people that are not understanding that time has never left us. The pandemic, it never left.
Right.
So I guess what I'm saying is if you have a business right now, it will be to your best interest to get serious about your business, to start working your business, to get some type of mentorship, some type of coaching, some type of professional development, so you can be able to actually work and grow and benefit from your business. Because if this go round happens, anything like the first go round,
right,
people were without jobs, and they resorted to starting businesses to make ends meet. And some people were able to build multi-million-dollar businesses right out of their house, right out of their spare bedroom, right out of their garage. I'm kind of iffy about jobs right now. I haven't worked a job in the last 6 years, but I'm kind of iffy about jobs right now because if somebody is trying to corral you in to a job by offering you more money, by offering you another position, once again, bonuses, raises, all that stuff, getting you to the next level in your finances, that's not guaranteed money. A job has never been guaranteed money. I mean, a business is a gamble. It definitely is. It's an investment. It's a gamble. Anytime you invest in, you're gambling. But I also want to tell you that I would rather bet on myself than bet on somebody else and if they're going to keep me or not. I'm not telling you to go out there if you got a job, keep your job, leverage your job, use that job for what it was intended to do.
Right.
Your job was intended to provide a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food on the table. Anything extra, that's what you got the business for. That's why you got your side hustle. That's why you got your thing that you like to make money doing. And I think that the more people that understand that we should leverage our job, and leverage the money from that job to actually build wealth, we don't have to worry about a pandemic. We don't have to worry about a storm. We don't have to worry about a hurricane or a tornado or anything else because we'll be more prepared. I just want to encourage everyone who's out there who may be on the fence. You may be on the fence about your business. Somebody might have told you or made comments or made mention that you had a little business. I want to encourage you. Your business is as small or as big as your mind, as your vision, as your prayers. Your business is as big as that. I want you to think about what you would do. How would you act? How would you respond if you were working a job and the government shut this thing down again and there was no movement and you couldn't work? I mean, everybody's an essential worker. If you got a family, I mean, if you're living, you got to eat, right? You got to pay your bills. So everybody's essential. But just imagine what you would do if there was another shutdown to where there was no movement and they shut things down for at least 30 days. Some people right now are one missed paycheck away from financial disaster. But with the business, with the skill set, with an opportunity to make money in your sleep, with the opportunity to learn how to make money and create passive income, residual income, investing in yourself, that's one less thing that you got to worry about. So like I said, from 2019 to 2018, the businesses grew about 35,000.
Yeah.
People, instead of keeping more money, they spent more money. And I know the government gave out, checks and everything, but they spent more money. So that means that business owners had the opportunity to grow businesses. Yeah. So if you're thinking about what you can do to improve yourself on your business, hey, hit us up. Stay tuned. We got some information that we're going to be sharing. But also I want you to remember that your job is not your job. It does not belong to you. And if you're not using that current job, that current employment, that current income to secure yourself and your family something for the future, then you might be doing yourself and your family a disservice. Because I'm telling you, if they shut this thing down, they're already going back and forth about masks being mandatory. Watch this. If masks is mandatory and you're a crafter, why you ain't pushing masks? Just simple stuff like that. So just think about it. If you're on the fence about your business, hopefully this will encourage you to fall on the side of, hey, let me go ahead and work my business and take this thing seriously, because nobody can do what you do like you. You got anything you want to add?
You said it all, baby.
Okay, I ain't got time to be messing around with you, man. Hey, check this out. Once again, we got less than 45 minutes for the Photoshop class. You can still get in on the Photoshop class. How much is it? $49?
$49.97.
It's only $49.97. It's an investment. If you're a business owner and you're actually keeping up with your expenses, it's a write-off because it's professional development. And if you decide to use Sezzle, you can pay that $49.97 in 4 easy installments. So if that's you, hopefully we'll see you on the call at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If not, you'll have an opportunity to get it later. But thank y'all for everything. I appreciate it. And we'll be talking to you soon.
All right.
Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Y'all take care. Peace.